Okay, the I-9, on your thumb drive, on your flash drive, there is a presentation called the I-9 Hurricane. I strongly encourage the people who are in charge of HR in your company to review that document, because there are a lot of important things about the I-9s, and there is personal liability. The story that was told when I went to the I-9 presentation was a couple in California own multiple restaurants. They're either not having I-9s filled out, or they're accepting documentation that's obviously fraudulent. So they get audited by the I-9 auditor, and not only are their restaurants seized, so are their homes, their boats, and their cars. Okay? We get back to this idea of personal liability again and what's happening in the courts. And so, what should you do? You should make sure that the Section 1 is filled out by the employee on the first day of employment, if not before. So on their first day, before they go out to do any work at all, they should fill out Section 1. By the third day, you should be filling out, the person in charge, the gatekeeper, should be filling out Section 3. If the employee does not provide the necessary information, driver's license, social security card, birth certificate, those kinds of things, there's a whole list of documents they can provide. If they don't provide you the documents by day 3, you're supposed to terminate their employment, because you don't know they're legal to work in the United States. And so this is very important to make clear. I usually have a welcome letter that spells these things out very clearly to the employee. Hi, welcome to the company. Totally awesome that you're here. Fill this out before you go anywhere. Make sure you bring this stuff in by day 3. Okay, question. How many people have the employee photocopy their documentation and turn it in with their I-9? Anybody? Okay. How many people photocopy the information the employee provides and staples it to the I-9 and files it away? Okay. Here's what the Bureau of Labor and Industry says. Do not accept photocopies from your employees. You cannot tell if these documents have been altered by looking at a photocopy. You need to inspect the original document. You need to look and make sure that they didn't paste a photograph over top of the other photograph, and look to see if they've been altered. Has something been scratched out or written over top of? You also need to look at it and say, okay, this is a 6'5" male, but a 3 foot or 5'3" woman just handed me this driver's license. There's a problem here. So you need to look at the details and not just write down the numbers and say, okay, done. Okay? Number 2, identity theft. Bureau of Labor and Industry suggests that you do not make photocopies of the documents that you're getting from employees and put them in a file, because you are causing yet another situation where identity theft could occur. Now, this is a suggestion, it's not the law, but I would suggest that you look at the information the employer provides, make sure that you see that it's real information, and then hand it back to them. And don't worry about the photocopying of the papers. The I-9s should all be in a binder, so it makes for easy auditing. Auditing should happen annually, and it should happen by someone who's not the gatekeeper. So the gatekeeper should be the person in your company who always fills out Section 3 of the I-9, and then a different person should do the audit of the I-9s, and all the directions on how to do audits and what you're looking for is on your flash drive in the I-9 Hurricane presentation. Okay, again, I-9, what's it going to show? Lots of things that are protected that you do not want to be showing to supervisors and managers, because you put them in a situation where they know things about employees that we don't really want them to know about.